Hello. I want to teach as many U.S. business owners, U.S. franchise owners, entrepreneurs, professionals, and also self-employed how they can stop paying federal and state income taxes. The Spendthrift Trust is legal. It's in the IRS Tax Code 643B. My name is Sally Gimmon, and I'm known as a tax saving champion. On April 4th of 2020, my CPA called to say congratulations. My tax bracket went from 22% to 24%, and all of a sudden, I owed $94,000 in taxes. I'm a real estate investor, and everything had shut down because of COVID. His solution was to set up an appointment with him, get on a payment plan, pay interest and penalties. My solution? Going to be crying that night. Great book to read is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. I woke up on April 5th. I knew I was going to take a HELOC off my paid off townhouse that completely defeats the purpose of being paid off. And I had read an article about the Rockefellers Spendthrift Trust. It took me 5 months, but in September of 2020, I started both my business and Beneficial Spendthrift Trust. I became an affiliate of the gentleman who sold me the Business and Beneficial Spendthrift Trust and started teaching a mastermind in my real estate group about the beneficial trusts. That's for investors. You'll stop paying capital gains when you sell at a profit. You'll stop paying interest income taxes if you're a passive investor. You'll stop paying dividend income taxes if you're in the stock market. You'll stop paying rental income taxes if you're a real estate investor. And you'll stop paying royalty income taxes if you have talent or NFTs. My Thinking into Results coach, Susan Moss, said, "Oh, Sally, you're playing too small. I'm tasking you with starting your own business." So in February of 2020, I started www.thetrustisyou.com. And now I have more business trust clients than beneficial trust clients, but you can have both trusts if you want. What I'm doing now is going over the different businesses that I can help. Today's example, let me share my screen. Dun, 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 dun. I'm on a new computer, so it might be a little bit odd. A little bit odd. So today's example is a New York Medicare broker. Now, he started this back in 2024. At that time, he was single and he had made $200,000 and wanted to know how much he could save. I took his $200,000 and I changed it into 2026 tax information. I go to a free website called NerdWallet to get this. So, still being single in New York, he would save $40,598 in federal taxes for all of 2026, and in New York State income taxes, an additional $12,000. For all of 2026, he's going to save $52,598. Now, he started this trust back in March of 2024. So he got to save taxes for 7 months. Wait, I can't do math. 3 from 12. 9 months in 2024. Didn't pay taxes in 2025. And it's not paying taxes in 2026. But if he started this in June of 2026, he would save per month $4,383. He can use this money to put back into his business, to pay off his mortgage, buy a new vehicle, take his family on a well-deserved vacation, give to his favorite charity, or save for retirement. Now, he's also told other brokers, Medicare brokers he knows about, so he's one of my affiliates, so he can also make money from telling other people. Let's go down to the next page. Now, if you would like to set up a free 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me, you would go, my calendar link is www.thetrustisyou.com/scheduling. Now, I do have a free class on the Great Discovery. When you go out to sallygimmon.com, it's going to take you straight to the Great Discovery. You're going to sign up as a new learner. You'll pay nothing. When you get out there, you'll get a presentation sort of similar to this. 3 articles from Forbes magazine I did not write. 2 pages of case law so you can research this to your heart's content. My goal is to teach as many U.S. business owners, U.S. entrepreneurs, U.S. franchisee owners, U.S. professionals, and 1099 income earners how they can stop paying federal and state income taxes. Unfortunately, I cannot help W-2 income earners, but Google says 35% of W-2 income earners have a side hustle. That was me. I was working as a Medicare broker and I was a real estate investor. I wholesaled 4 properties. If you make $100,000 or more in 1099 income, I guarantee you will save 5 figures in taxes. It doesn't matter if you file single, the most expensive way, head of household, you're divorced with children 18 or younger in your household, married filing separately, or the cheapest way, married filing jointly. Doesn't matter if you live in one of the 43 states with state income taxes or in one of the 7 states without state income taxes, like Florida, Delaware, Texas, and South Dakota. The law firm I work on behalf of was founded 78 years ago by a Harvard law professor. He wrote 5 separate trusts to save specific taxes. Today we're talking about the business trust. You're not tax-free. I live in Wade County, North Carolina, just outside of Raleigh. When you go to the grocery store, you pay 2% taxes on your food, unless you buy bad food. They shame you. If you buy soda, chips, ice cream, or candy, they charge you 7.2%. They're not going to stop me from buying my Breyer's mint chip ice cream when it's on sale. The law firm has been around for 78 years. Unfortunately, Paul Benson has passed away. Now his grandson and great-grandson run the law firm. When you become a private client starting either the Business or Beneficial Spendthrift Trust, they will send you a certification saying if you get questioned by the IRS, they will defend you free of charge. In 78 years, it's happened one time only. This is a true story. The senior IRS agent went down to Texas, where the law firm was, spent 5 hours in the boardroom. It was a beneficial trust. He was questioning about dividend income taxes being saved. He approved the trust. 2 weeks later, he sent an unsolicited letter back to the law firm. It's called the Myers letter. If you need that, please give me your email. I'll send it to you. He retired from the IRS after 27 years, and he became an affiliate like I am. He became a direct affiliate. I didn't become a direct affiliate until the gentleman who I worked for unfortunately passed away unexpectedly. He had appendicitis and died from it. Yikes. The law firm called me 2 days later saying, hey, you sold 14 trusts. We want you to be an independent affiliate. So I worked directly for the law firm. He just retired on January 1st from the law firm. He's made a lot of money going back to all the clients he talked about as an IRS agent. If you would like to set up a free 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me, please go out to my calendar. I will take you out to NerdWallet. I'll show you, we'll figure out how you file your taxes. I'll show you the formula. We'll figure out if you live in a state with state income taxes, how much you'll save there, and I'll send you the information. It's your timeline to get it started. I just had someone who started a trust last week that I gave him the information where I was going to save him $83,000 in taxes back in 2024. He just started it last week. He's going to even save more because he's making more money now. So again, it's your timeline, but the sooner you start, the more you'll save. You'll leave a legacy. Number 2, you're going to keep your information 100% private. The trust is on the federal level, not on the state level. We highly suggest you shut down all your LLCs, S Corps, and C Corps. The trust can't hold them. 40% of LLCs, S Corps, and C Corps every year get sued. That's playing Russian roulette. Number 3, talking about lawsuits. I can't stop you from being sued, but all lawsuits become frivolous and go away. Number 4, if you're over 65 and on Medicare, it stops the IRMA surcharge on Parts B and D of Medicare. The trust files a 1041 tax return. Every October, the IRS goes back 2 years to look at 1040 tax returns. Their supercomputers go through anybody who's on Medicare and adds everything together. How much you gain from Social Security, how much you gain from pensions, how much you're making in wages. Did you do a 401k withdrawal? Did you do a SEP withdrawal? Do you have capital gains taxes, interest income taxes, dividend income taxes, rental income taxes, or royalty income taxes? And adds it all together. This is 2025 numbers. If you're single and make more than $106,000 a year, you're paying the surcharge on Parts B and D of Medicare. If you're married or widowed, the threshold for 2025 was $212,000. Again, if you want to stop paying federal and state income taxes and no longer pay taxes on any of your investments, set up a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day.